Welcome to my channel, guys, and today I'll be talking about Paul Pogba for Manchester United. Since recently, as we all know, Paul Pogba is now on international duty with France. However, Pogba has come out again and made some really interesting comments pertaining to Manchester United and his time at Manchester United so far. However, Paul Pogba normally does this. Whenever there's a transfer window coming up, or whenever he's on international duty with France, he tends to stir up things in the media, and it causes a little buzz in the air. So I'm gonna give you my personal take on the whole Paul Pogba situation, right? Paul Pogba is a world class player with an unbelievable talent. It's basically unmatched. He can do everything that is there to be done on a football pitch. He can pass the ball very good, whether it's right foot, left foot, in the air, on the ground, wherever you name it. He can dribble past players. He has a strong physique. He is 6'4", and he's also a skillful player as well. However, I think that Paul Pogba at Manchester United hasn't really been a success, as many would have thought, simply because he possesses a talent that it's a joy to watch whenever he's on his day, right? However, since he's been at Manchester United, he hasn't been able to showcase that talent season in, season out on a consistent basis. So he's coming out and saying these things again. Yes, some of them are true to an extent, or probably most. However, I think Paul Pogba needs to assess himself as a Manchester United player. He's made some comments and he said that the team is inconsistent, and sometimes you play a position today and you play a different one tomorrow. Yes, we understand all of that. But in the same length and breath, I really believe that Paul Pogba is being paid to do a job for Manchester United on the pitch, and he needs to do that job and go home and get paid, right? Pogba, he always does this, like I said before. Transfer windows upon transfer windows, and personally, as a Manchester United fan, it I'm getting a little bit annoyed now because he always does this, and he's now 29 years of age, and although we still can't see the great things that Paul Pogba can do for Manchester United. We only see glimpses here and there, but I can't even recall Paul Pogba performing consistently on a top level throughout one season for Manchester United. So just as how the team is inconsistent, so is Pogba as a player for them. So he has to take responsibility for that, right? And to be honest, whenever the window comes, whether it's the summer transfer window, the winter transfer window, the Paul Pogba rumors always surface. They're always asking, is he happy? He's gonna leave, he's gonna stay. I think it's about time now that Manchester United make a bold decision and move on from Paul Pogba. It seems as if he's gonna leave as a free agent in the summer. Who knows? If no club is willing to meet his wage demands, then Manchester United will be stuck with him. It can be good and it can be bad, simply because we don't know what the future holds. But let's play like this. What if Manchester United don't make top four? Not many clubs are willing to meet Paul Pogba's wage demands, and if he gets stuck at Manchester United, Manchester United will be glad to sign him again because they won't be able to go into the market and lure a certain type of players into the club, simply because they wouldn't be in the Champions League and they have lost some of their status and credibility as a club or as a giant club in the football world, right? And he, in that interview, he came out and he said some things. And to be honest, if you ask the real Manchester United fans that are really knowledgeable about football, they can tell you that they have been disappointed with Paul Pogba's performance for Manchester United in the approximately 5 to 6 years now he's been at the club. All no, we can't see Paul Pogba performing at the highest level for at least one season. He came close to that when I think when Jose Mourinho was there, when he scored probably 14 goals in the league and probably 14 assists, somewhere there, right? You only see glimpses of the player he can be, but whenever he goes out on international duty for France, it's a different Pogba. Look at Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale's situation is different, but there are some similarities. Whenever Gareth Bale plays for Wales, it's a total different player than when he's playing for Real Madrid, right? Simply because at Real Madrid he is not getting the love that he craves and he thinks he should be getting. At Manchester United, Paul Pogba is a well-loved player at Manchester United, one of the biggest names in the club and one of the biggest names in the dressing room. He is the prodigal son. Manchester United let him leave on a free to Juventus approximately 10 years ago and then had to pay 100 million euros to gain him, right? He, I don't know, he just always do this. I think it's time he buckle down and do his talking with the football because that is what he does best. And if he's gonna be coming out and always saying these negative things about the club, in which they are true, however, it seems as if he is taking himself out of it. And what he should bear in mind is that he is also a part of that problem. He is also a part of that inconsistent team. Because if you analyze Paul Pogba performances for Manchester United, he has been very inconsistent for Manchester United and oftentimes he has disappeared in games. For those persons who are watching this, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I am not a Paul Pogba hater. I am a fan likewise. However, I have to be factual and keep it as real as possible where facts is concerned. Right? We all know the talent he possesses. Look at this. Look at Kevin De Bruyne for Manchester City. Yes, De Bruyne is in a more balanced team, a more organized team for Manchester City. However, Paul Pogba has more talent than Kevin De Bruyne. And Kevin De Bruyne is an exceptional player, a world-class player. However, the difference between Paul Pogba and Kevin De Bruyne is that Kevin De Bruyne is consistent with his performances and Paul Pogba is inconsistent with his performances. And based off my assumption, those are the two midfielders in the Premier League that should be going at it head to head, right? In terms of quality, they are up at that level. So currently, you could say, or for quite a few seasons now, Kevin De Bruyne has been better than Paul Pogba by far. Why is that so? Is it because Kevin De Bruyne is a more talented player than Paul Pogba? No. It's simply because Kevin De Bruyne performs more consistently, right? And I think as a footballer, right, if you go out on the pitch, you go out there and you give your all for your team, right? You're supposed to do that. You're getting paid to do a job. So even if the team around you isn't performing up to the standard that is required, make sure that you personally go out there and do your best with whatever task you are assigned to do out there on the field. Take a look at Steven Gerrard for Liverpool. Steven Gerrard hasn't won a league title with Liverpool. However, he has put in hard work, great performances for Liverpool season in, season out, and work his socks off for his team. Paul Pogba, on the other hand, he doesn't do that. Sometimes it seems as if he isn't even bothered when he's playing on the pitch. And then he's gonna come out and say stuff and play this pity party game. No, it cannot work. And to be honest, if you question most Manchester United fans, they can tell you that they have been disappointed with Paul Pogba signing back for Manchester United because he hasn't lived up to the expectation. When in truth and in fact, the reality is he has been very inconsistent for Manchester United. Yes, he has been plagued with some injuries for the last 2 years, but that's still no excuse. When he's on the pitch, you don't see it sometimes. This moment, you see a glimpse of what he can do, and the next moment, you see, he doesn't seem bothered. Like, you can't be like that as a footballer, as a world class talent. You have to be more productive, right? He says he normally plays better when he's playing for France. Yes, we all can agree, right? He it seems as if he has one specific role to play there. Yes, however, that doesn't necessarily mean that it gives you the right to be coming out all the time whenever you go out on international break to say bad things that will shed bad light about your club in return, right? I think he's now 29 and we still haven't seen a peak Paul Pogba as yet. If you ask me, right? We still haven't seen that. And he's now 29. When is he going to do it? When? That's the question. No. Maybe he's going to leave as a free agent in the summer. And who knows? But for right now, he just needs to focus on his football and put out his 110% for the club he say he loves. He says he has not been happy or satisfied simply because the club isn't winning trophies. Yes, the club hasn't won any trophies since Jose Mourinho left, right? But if you assess and analyze Paul Pogba as a player for Manchester United, he is one of those inconsistent players playing in an inconsistent team. So come on, people, do the maths. You have an inconsistent player playing in an inconsistent team. Do you see what I am seeing here? So do you think it's right for that player to be coming out and talking those things about the club in which he personally is a part of that problem that he's complaining about? Right? I don't know what he's trying to prove when he goes out on international duty. Yes, we see the best of him when he's on international duty. But like I said before, the difference between him and Gareth Bale in terms of playing for club and country, Gareth Bale is disliked by people in Madrid. Paul Pogba is loved by supporters in Manchester United. I think that if Gareth Bale had an environment that Paul Pogba has at Manchester United in terms of the fans loving him or whatever, Gareth Bale would be performing at a higher level for a club and country right now. If you swap places with those players, you would see the best of Bale. Because I think you don't need to wait on persons to build a team around you for you to play your best football. No, you go out there on the field, play your hearts out, and then eventually the good things will come. Play your part, even if no one else is pushing. You make sure you push and play your part. Than to be, oh, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I'm laid back and this doesn't bother me. And it's the same thing. To be honest, I am tired of seeing this. Every transfer window comes out. Oh, is Paul Pogba is gonna stay? Oh, Paul Pogba is gonna leave. Oh, he's not happy. This, that. Paul Pogba this, Paul Pogba that. You're seeing his names for the wrong reasons. And like I said, up till now, I haven't seen Paul Pogba perform to the best of his ability for at least one season. Just putting in consistent performances right throughout a season. And that is why Kevin De Bruyne is in a higher class than Paul Pogba. And like I said, it's not as if Kevin De Bruyne is more talented than Paul Pogba. Kevin De Bruyne is an exceptional player, and Kevin De Bruyne performs consistently on that level, in which that is what Paul Pogba lacks. Yes, they haven't built a team around him enough in certain sense, but come on, you have to man up. You have to go out there and do the right, fight the fight, and stop making these comments because these comments won't help, right? So if it's a case that he's gonna be at Manchester United for the next season, I really hope he just stop the talking and let his foot or feet do the talking and put in some consistent performance. The one thing that Manchester United fans, coaches crave from Paul Pogba at Old Trafford is for him to be putting in consistent performances. And he hasn't delivered on that. He isn't doing it, he didn't done it, and currently he's not doing it. That's what he needs to do, to be performing consistently. And it's really sad to say that a player of that caliber, you can't say, oh, we saw him play 2 consecutive seasons consistently. No, not even that. Not even 1 full season, you don't get consistency from Paul Pogba. Oh, he plays 2, 3, 4, 5 games here. Looks very good. And the next 5 games is average. And a player of his caliber playing for a club like Manchester United, that is unacceptable. So, like I said, he is a part of that problem as well. And as I show you on the screen, they're asking which club is gonna meet his wage demands. Real Madrid might buy him, or might not. Barcelona might buy him, or might not. You're not sure. And it is said that Aston Villa and Newcastle are interested in him, in which I highly doubt that they would even get him, even if they are willing to meet his wage demands. He would go there, right? So his options would be probably Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona, one of those clubs, or he stays in Manchester, right? So he doesn't really have much options. But if no club doesn't decide to pay those wages, he's gonna be at Manchester United, and it will be a sad thing in some sense because they won't be able to move on from this player, and that is just going to show you where Manchester United are at currently as a club. Yes, it's how the mighty are falling. No disrespect to the player, but this player hasn't done this team any justice either. Like I said, moments of brilliance, a lot of talking. It's like a lot of hot air and nothing to go with it. Just talk, no action. When he's on the pitch, he's not showing that consistently. And that is the main problem I personally have with Paul Pogba. He lacks consistency in his performances. Had he been performing consistently for Manchester United, then fans and everyone else would be happy. Look at Bruno Fernandes, for instance, right? Paul Pogba is a better midfielder than Bruno Fernandes. However, Bruno Fernandes is more clutch than Paul Pogba in some sense. Meaning, Bruno Fernandes has done more for Manchester United than Paul Pogba has done for Manchester United since he has been there. And this is going to be Bruno's second full season, and then he'll be enrolling into his third. And ever since Bruno Fernandes came in, we all could see that Bruno Fernandes is going to make a difference. And he has been the difference maker in this Manchester United team from he has signed up till now. Right? He might drop off form to some extent, but the guy has come in and he has been very productive and consistent in his performances. You could have counted on Bruno, counted on that man, but you couldn't have counted on Paul Pogba to be performing consistently and carrying the team on his back. That is what Bruno Fernandes came in and did. Regardless of people say, yes, he's sloppy with the ball at times, but let me tell you something. He's going to find that killer pass, and he's going to make a difference. He's either going to score a goal or he's going to set up a goal. One of those, and we have all seen that in his gameplay. Right? Paul Pogba can do all of that. Have you seen him done that consistently enough? No. Tell me, when have you ever seen Manchester United be looking to Paul Pogba as their savior to say, oh yes, we're depending on you to bail us out from this. We're depending on you to do this and do that. Like how Bruno Fernandes came in and just man up and did his job. When Bruno Fernandes came in, fans could have counted on Bruno Fernandes and say, all right, this guy's going to carry the team, and we're counting on him to make something happen. That's how important it is for Bruno Fernandes is for Manchester United than Paul Pogba is for United. And if you notice, Bruno Fernandes, once fit, his name is one of the very first names on the team sheet. Why is that so? Why isn't Paul Pogba's name one of the very first name on the team sheet as well? His name should have been on that team sheet every match day, right? But it is what it is. So that's my viewpoint on the whole Paul Pogba situation after his interview early in the week, right? As we all know, it's currently international break, and he has set another record to be the youngest player to reach 90 appearances for the French national team. Yes, kudos to him there, right? But like I said, he just needs to get his head in the game and do the right thing. And it's about time the club and everyone assess themselves and to see how they can go from here. So you have now come to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys, for more great content. So it's a boy Mark, and I'm out.